Alright, I'm live right now. Doing week 1. Preseason week is over.
Today, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Week NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. Let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 74 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just 1 play resulting in the touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell. A gain of
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Bell. And he stopped immediately there.
Le'Veon Bell.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by
defense. They were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he floats one there, incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Now to send this one away following the score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Jets first down.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Darnold on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Darnold from the red zone now. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen.
I'm going to show you,
He's got
man.
it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a pass hauled in field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now to send this one away following the score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Average nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 11.
On the counter, here's Bell. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22.
It's halftime. It's halftime right now.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in Foxborough with an AFC East matchup as it's Miami visiting New England. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Trey Quinn, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returnable here for Davis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Darnold, looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This will be fielded at the 17. Still on his feet. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Sam Darnold sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Bills. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. There they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. You got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills head on. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon.
To Chris Herndon.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, New York.
Here's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Darnold's pass intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 64 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Hi.
Hello.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
TJ.
Hauschka now to
Yes.
away following the score.
Me.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis
Ryan.
continues just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
And now out come the Jets. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And
I'm not on
over.
PS4.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle.
So, are you on PS4 or you're not?
Right from the word go.
Now then after the
Anando
sack. It'll be
PS4
interesting
I'm
to
on
see what they
Escape
have
Me
planned
at
for
Real
second
Life
and
by Matt right
23.
now I did on so I can watch it.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold hooking up over the middle with Herndon. 8 yards on the completion.
So are you online?
First third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, you're not?
This will be blown dead right
Oh,
around the
okay.
25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the Mayfield field goal. Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from second to third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
To the air again, Darnold. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Darnold sacked. A loss of 13 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the
So now,
it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout
hold on.
victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
All right.
Brandon Gaudin, certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. So now we're gonna do a Sunday. We'll do a Sunday game. It'll be week 2. We'll do. So that's be Sunday, and then Monday it'll be week 3, and then week 4 it will be Thursday. So do Sunday, so Thursday, so do Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. So that's how we're gonna do it. All right. So, subscribe if you're new, and peace. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.